Danny Kerr, talented rugby player, great loss to motorsport?
I think so. I think the instructor would say I was pretty awesome there. To manage to splash a photographer, which was always nice.
Excellent.
We did a bit of off-roading, which was a lot of fun.
I've seen some of your England colleagues out there, a bit shabby I have to say.
I'm a little bit worried about Ugo. I think he could lose control. I think we probably could find him in a ditch at some point in there. Is
it a wise thing, in all honesty, to send you lot out in these cars?
I think a few of us, like I said before, there's a few that I reckon you could trust. But I mean, like Shawsey, I think he'd be a good driver. But there's a couple of lads out there which are slightly dangerous.
James Haskell, Nick Easter, the big boys have finally arrived. You're going to show these guys how to drive?
If they allow me to, yeah.
I'm lucky enough to have a Land Rover myself, so if my driving's appalling, I might get the car taken away, which I can't afford to have that.
Well, Danny Kerr's just thrown down the gauntlet. He says they're all useless except himself.
That's because he weighs about 10 stone. So like in go-karting, he has a distinct advantage there. But in driving ability, not so sure.
Is it honestly a wise thing to let the England rugby team loose on a test track in Land Rovers?
No, but don't tell them that.
So at some point, James, we're going to pick up speed, are we?
Yes, we are, but again, you have to be very careful on the tracks where they're already, you've got ruts, because if you don't stick to the rut, you can end up skidding on the soft mud and going and losing control and sliding off into a tree, which, funnily enough, Land Rover don't like. I personally don't mind because it's not my car, but I'm not sure I need enough scandal where I killed a journalist and destroyed a Land Rover vehicle.
You've just been driving, a little bit abusive actually, Steve Thompson. Who's the better driver out of you two?
I think I'm safer. He's slower. I'm safer. Boring. Safe. Yeah. I like a bit of throttle.
I'm not being funny, Dylan, but he's older than you. A little bit more middle-aged. You're in Land Rovers. You're supposed to be bombing up and down there. What are you doing being safe?
I don't know, mate. That's the way he is. He's just boring, isn't he? Not boring, just safe, boring. Mate. Like, you're in a big truck and it's going fast. You know.
James, if you don't mind me saying, you're not the smoothest of drivers.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to blame it on the terrain. Well, this is good for the spine. You know, people spend a lot of money on physiotherapy, but driving over the Belgian pave, you say, is certainly straightened my spine out.
Danny Kerr thinks he's the best driver. The others say he can't even see over the steering wheel.
My money's on James Haskell, I reckon. I reckon he's going to be pretty swift, I think.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, we've just been in the car with James Haskell. Milk float comes to mind.
He'll, when it comes to business time, he'll be right.
Good fun though. I mean, there's a serious point to today, bonding, just spending some time together, I guess.
It's great. It's fantastic to be able to enjoy each other's company and to relax a little bit together. And it's something, obviously, at club side you do that fairly regularly, as you spend so much time together. But with the England side, the occasions are rare, so it's good to be able to do it.
Now, with the greatest degree of respect, James, most rugby players do tend to be overgrown 5-year-olds, and Mr. Danny Kerr has suggested that you're all pretty useless except for himself. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Danny is a, I was about to say young guy, but, you know, I'm not too old myself, but he's a young guy, very, very enthusiastic, and he thinks he's a bit of a boy racer. But unfortunately, he's only been in his car a strawberry season, and he's going to get shown up quite badly, because it's all down to how committed you are, and I'm not sure he's fully committed to pushing his car to the limit, which, honestly, as I said, it's not my vehicle, so I'm quite happy to straight over. Quite happy to push it as fast as I can and make sure that we shut him up. We can't have the scrum half telling you what to do all the time.
Have you done something like this before?
No, I haven't done anything like this.
Not even in the forests of New Zealand, where you come from, where Lord of the Rings country, have you not driven Land Rovers through that sort of tundra?
No, it's all quad bikes and horses, you know, from where I come from. So, you know, these are a treat, these are luxury Land Rovers, you know, it's nice to jump in them today.
Here's Ugo Mondia, who's decided to join in as well.
Yeah. How you doing there?
Right, great. And have you enjoyed yourselves today so far?
I have. It's actually been a really good experience. I was driving with Dan Cole, and that was quite nerve-wracking. He knocked over most of the cones and almost crashed on the ice. It was fun.
But isn't that the idea?
Well, not really. He's been let out for the day, so probably don't get to do much. You know, he's normally
hid away in the room looking at him. So he's got the day release and he's making the most of it.
I'm just concerned that the lads are now going to get on their own car to just start ragging him about the motorway.
I'm not really concerned because I'm going home with deals and I know he's going to be driving about 50 mile an hour on the motorway.
Well, as he says, he's very safe. Or boring, depending how you look at it.
Boring.
So you're going to let your fellow England colleagues pass in the Land Rover, are you?
Yeah.
You're giving way.
It's about the new atmosphere that we've created. I'll put my window up in case they splash me right through.
You're ceding space, are you?
Yeah, but we're now, Oh, Matt Mullins.
You not fancy being with us then?
No, well, I just had to roll my own pilot car, you know the way I work. No, I just turned up late, I had to drop Minty off at the garage. Anyway, enough of us meeting, I'm going to get on and do some speak.
Danny Kerr says that he is by some distance the best driver here today. Would you like to comment?
Did he say best or smallest?
He said best.
He's got bumper seats.
Is that on the PlayStation or in real life?
No, he meant in the Land Rovers here. Would you like to comment?
No, he's got Range Rover himself, so I think he's used to the tracks and stuff like that.
He's used to tracks, he's not used to driving properly though, is he?
Yeah,
Let's be honest. He sits there with his back down here, trying to
music playing, one over, one out the window, nod of the head.
I mean, to be honest,
out the front window you probably just see the top of his head.
If there was an England player walking by right now with those large puddles, would you be tempted?
Yes, my favourite story of all drivers of all time is when I took out a traffic warden with a legal disclaimer. Took out a traffic warden with a massive puddle actually, which I was very pleased about.
How many traffic wardens would you like to be lining up against there?
Every single one of them, if possible. And clampers.
Now, predictably, it got a little bit competitive between you boys. Danny Kerr says he is the best driver. Perhaps you'd like to comment on that?
Danny Kerr, I couldn't comment on that because I haven't seen Danny Kerr drive and been in the car with him, but apparently he's got a little, those little mini things that he drives, every day to trainings and that, and I suppose little dude in a big car, it's he gets off on it.
James, we're about to hit the Belgian Pava.
Okay, you made that sound extremely exciting.
Now, are we going to push your foot around, or are you going to be a man?
No, we're going to be a man. We're going to be a man about this.
Here we go.
I did see James on the bumpy terrain bit there, and he was taking it pretty easy. He was going pretty slow, so he looked pretty nervous, and he wasn't really giving it everything. So I just told him to sit back and watch me do it, and I think after that he started revving it up a bit more.
How's his spine?
It's actually a lot better. The faster I go, the easier my spine is.
This is like a drive and a massage all in one.
No, it's quite good vibrations.
a lot of the lads call him a white 50 Cent. He thinks he's some kind of like wannabe gangster activist.
White 50 cent, so like 5 cent maybe?
No, 5 bob, probably.
5 bob?
5 bob.
Here he is, 50.
5 bob.
Here he is.
Chico!
Chico, come here.
It's Chico time.
It's old 50 Cent here.
They're giving you a bit of abuse, Daddy. They're saying you're the white 5 bob. They're calling you.
He's not 50 Cent.
They're also saying that you can't get your elbow up on the window and your head can't look over the steering wheel. Are you going to just take that abuse?
I'll take it.
Because it's true.
Take it every day of the week.
It's because it's true.
See, we're an honest group.
I look big in that car. I'm as big as everyone else in that car. So, and I look a lot better.
James, we're about to go up a very steep hill. Is this a wise thing?
I think so. I think the car can handle it. We put it in rock crawl, and we're in low gear ratio.
Right.
And I think we're going to whiz up here, I think.
Well, we're just staring at the sky at the moment.
Well, yeah, steady, have faith, and we're over. Easy. It's the kind of reliability you get from Land Rover. As I said, I am sponsored by them, so I'm not going to talk them up.
So, Jono, you've just been in a Land Rover. Did you enjoy that?
What, being in the Land Rover?
Yes, being in a Land Rover.
It was actually a Range Rover. Yeah.
Great. So, Jono, you've been in a Range Rover. Did you enjoy that?
Yes, I did, yeah. It's very good.
Have you done this sort of thing before?
What, driving?
Driving in a Range Rover?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
What's that? A Range Rover?